My name is Amy Wright, and this is my project on interpersonal communication. What is interpersonal communication? It's a type or a kind of communication that happens when people involve talk and listen in ways that maximize the presence of the personal. This includes both the talking and listening, or exhaling and inhaling concept of communication. Basically what people are giving and taking in from the conversation. Overarching goal. My overarching goal is to be more self-aware. So I have to be better understanding of my beliefs by which I live my life. In other words, to grow in my faith in God and to trust in Him to reveal to me what needs to be reshaped to make me into a better communicator. The master goal is to become aware of my convictions so that I can be more productive within myself and that I can be more effective with others. Enlarging the conversation. Before this course, I believed that I was had great interpersonal communication skills. I found it easy to talk with others, and what I discovered was that communication is all-encompassing, so it's multifaceted. And what we say and do is a true depiction of who we really are and directly impacts the relationships in which we're involved. Mindful listening requires a willingness to pay attention and respect the speaker. Empathetic listening is essential. It involves sensitivity, lay aside my own views and values in order to enter into other person's world and do it without prejudice. James 1:19, it talks about listening and doing. My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. I related most to Peterson's head function analogy. Peterson states as related to emotions, we can ignore them, or that could be to our detriment, withhold them from others, and that's where people won't get to know how we feel and get close to us. Let them take over and run us, often that can be disastrous, or direct them wisely. I've been guilty of just this. I have a tendency to build walls up against people, especially if I feel hurt or insecure. I've recognized that I have to accept these emotions, choose to act on them with compassion, responsibility, creative, making a much more peaceful existence. My background, white female, 2 parents, both worked, oldest of 2 children, independent, outspoken, determined, and strong-willed. Positive influence, Christian family, very strong family values, a lot of family support, morals, wisdom, guidance, principles. Negative influences was a domineering father, more passive mother, rebellion, control issues, self-esteem, I wasn't yet saved, and there were biases within my home. Behavioral blend, and according to Carbonell, everyone thinks, feels, and acts differently according to 2 influences, what is expected of me and this is me. Carbonell's DISC model represents 4 basic temperaments: human behavior and personality types. Mine was a CS, which is competent specialist. My personality type is determined by 2 perspectives: my guarded behavior, or my mask, and my more casual and open behavior. And the Uniquely You assessment identified my behavioral blend as CS, for what was expected of me, and then this is me, a CSD. This is expected of me. Submissiveness, competence, regarded as a good friend, cautious and calculating with tasks, laid back and calm, non-threatening, committed to my family, and rule enforcer type. This is me, was active and decisive, sweet and sensitive, balance between abrasiveness and forcefulness, contemplative tendencies, in charge, cautiously move forward, a planner, and struggle to communicate my intentions. Positive behavioral blend influences focused, deal with conflict directly, approach gingerly, influence others well, genuine concern for those in need, motivating to others, fair and organized. And the negatives, I flip-flop with security and stability. I do not like to disappoint people. I tend to overuse my dominance at times. Too easygoing and taken advantage of on occasion. Stubborn and defiant. Sometimes too hard on other people, and I overanalyze. So potential barriers, emotions on listening leading to feeling threatened, trying to find the balance between I'm perfect and I'm worthless. Self-disclosure focuses on the present, not the past. Stewart states that this is only helpful if it clarifies why you are reacting in a certain way. Hearing what you want to hear due to possibly a past experience. Barrier solutions, before reacting with emotion, become aware of internal thoughts. Growing in my faith will enable me to better control what I do and feel about myself as the breaking the barriers. Becoming more aware of my own behaviors as to identify areas to improve. Self-examination allows us to learn when a certain thought process is useful and when it is self-defeating, and knowing the difference. Noise pollution can be internal and external. Internal is hearing what you want to hear, biased listening, emotional listening. So solutions are allowing my past not to dictate how I listen, being patient, staying positive, and process the information in which I hear. External would be room temperature, noises. I easily get distracted. So finding a more peaceful place, less distractions so that I can focus. Plan of action. I plan to work on my listening and listen with intent and to focus on the speaker. Clarify with the speaker to assess my understanding. Focus on the other person rather than thinking of what I'm going to say as a rebuttal. Work on my relationship with the Lord to improve my humble spirit. Use caution with my dominance and assertiveness. Keep my emotions in check while in conversation. I struggle with nonverbal expressions, and then that could potentially be a deterrent as related to approachability. Hartley suggests that nonverbal communication can lead to deeper and broader discussion during conversation, so I need to improve on that. Work on being more balanced and less intense. So my conclusion, this course has been hard at times for me to self-evaluate and truly assess my strengths and weaknesses. Listening is the first step to knowledge. Knowledge is power. So this course has revealed to me that I have areas of improvement that must be addressed so as to be more effective as a communicator, listener, and a counselor. Listening is a cognitive activity leading to wisdom and is the key to rapport, and that's key to counseling. I've been convicted to pray about my areas for improvement and allow God to reshape things about me that need to be changed. This class has stirred a desire within me to improve myself, or not only my personal relationships, but my professional ones as well.